The Eagles fans cannot be mad over participation trophies out of a popularity contest when it comes down to certain awards throughout the year. The media has really tried, especially from yesterday, to kind of push into some of these players and to really concentrate on outside noise that they don't give a crap about. And that's just the truth. Okay? I'm going to go into some of the injuries, some of the other news, and let's get straight into it.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. So, why are Eagles fans so pissed over these participation awards? As much as I want Jalen Hurts to be the MVP this year, he is a finalist, but he's probably not going to get it, guys. I think we all have to agree it's going to be Patrick Mahomes. Most likely is going to get the MVP. I want a damn Super Bowl. I could care less about that. Really, when he was out for 2 weeks, when he was gone for those 2 weeks, I was kind of off board with the MVP award of the season. Okay? Now, do I think that some of the guys should have been finalists on some of these categories? Nick Sirianni as the head coach of the year, probably not that much, guys. They made the playoffs last year. They made the playoffs this year. Obviously, a lot better record this year. But I would have to say that Doug Peterson is like my finalist of all finalists of any team that's out there right now. So Sirianni probably doesn't really deserve to be on, head coach of the year. Okay? Number 2, Brandon Graham, which I think he was totally snubbed, on, comeback player of the year, okay? I think he was definitely snubbed, but I know he doesn't give a crap about it. He doesn't care about that. What is that going to do? I mean, that's, I guess, a nice little thing. I guess the NFL gives out the players every single year. Obviously, 32, 33, 34, whatever Brandon Graham's age is, coming off of a Achilles injury last year and having 11 sacks, first time in his career, double digits, is a great accomplishment. But yes, they even asked Brandon Graham about, they really try to twist him on it a little bit, and he doesn't care about that. He cares about this game, this Sunday, winning this game, and then going to the Super Bowl and winning it all. That's what's important. Defensive Player of the Year. We can go through that. Micah Parsons is on it, and Hassan Reddick is not on it. Don't know why. Got snubbed? No idea. This is a voting poll. This is a popularity contest. Any players on Philly don't get the respect they deserve. When it comes to Hassan Reddick, I defend him at the utmost because I feel like because he has so much good players around him, he doesn't get much respect. 17 sacks, whatever the case is, would have had over 20-something if they didn't have been pass coverage, as Gannon said earlier in the year, which we kind of pointed it out as fans that he shouldn't be doing that. Okay? Hassan Reddick doesn't get. I don't turn on the NFL. I don't turn on NFL Network and see Hassan Reddick's name on the TV talking about Defensive Player of the Year. At least, I'm not saying to win it. I'm saying to at least be a finalist in it. Okay, so he don't care. What it is. It's just extra motivation at the end of the day for all of these players. Okay, just extra motivation. What am I missing? Jalen Hurts, Hassan Reddick, Brandon Graham, and I think that's all. And Nick Sirianni. That's pretty much the ones that everyone's been talking about. Guys, we have more important things to accomplish here, regardless of what's going on. A lot more to accomplish, a lot more to look forward to, and the 49ers, as John McMullen said, the 49ers are coming to the Roman Coliseum. The Roman Coliseum. That's how electric this home field advantage is at the link. It's going to be rocking. It's going to be crazy. Okay? That's what these players are, concentrated on. So that's all I have to say about that. A lot of Eagles fans have been moaning about all these awards that I could really care less. Okay? Jalen Hurts is a finalist, but obviously, like I said, as much as I want him to have it, I don't think he's going to get it. That's just how it's going to be. Not saying I don't want it, but it is. I want to go through some of the injuries. I think number one is Jalen Hurts. Says his shoulders. He's like, I felt better. I don't know what he's doing. Like, I guess he's still trying to like tell teams, or at least put the news out there, that his shoulder is still bothering him. I can't even believe it at this point. It's a joke. It's laughable that apparently this shoulder is off the bone, that literally his shoulder is about to be amputated tomorrow. That's how bad his shoulder is right now. He says it doesn't really matter. He says, got to get it done. That's the only thing. That's what this quarterback is. Just, he's ready. He's going. It just comes down to winning that divisional Giants game, which was really important. You didn't see him celebrate. You didn't see him slap hands with everybody. You saw a little smile on his face. But other than that, that's it, because the job's not finished yet. This Sunday, even after this Sunday, after the Eagles win, the job will not be finished yet. Hurts is just, man, I don't know, the mentality, the poise, the focus. God, kid is so talented, from not only on the football field, but inside as a person and a kind of player that he is. It just oozes out, and it's just you just get into it, man. It's just nuts. Gotta ride out with Jalen Hurts, man, because he will take you to the promised land. I definitely believe that. Just what a fantastic year, and I just this week, like, I've been, I've never, even going to this year, guys, not go off topic, but I have never, the past couple seasons, at least this year as well, I've never wanted to hear a quarterback's press conference so much. Every time a Jalen Hurts press conference is on, I'm watching the whole thing. And that's different for me because I never really did in the past. I think we all know why. But I'm very excited for what Jalen Hurts is going to bring to the table this Sunday, and how he's going to look, and what they're going to do with him and the rest of this offense and the rest of this team in general. So the shoulder is not that bad as everyone thinks, but he's still pulling it off like, I've been better, He's not going to say I'm in pain or anything. He's just saying I've been better. But the job's not done. We have to go out there and do our business. So that's what he is saying. Second is Avante Maddox. Good news on Avante Maddox. So just Nick Sirianni did say he was hopeful to return. Now, the only thing is that Maddox hasn't played in a while. It's been a good amount of time, few weeks, been probably longer than that. So work off the rust a little bit, and hopefully he's good to go this Sunday. Maddox has been hurt twice this year, and like I said, that first seed has made a huge difference for the Philadelphia Eagles because of Lane Johnson, because of Jalen Hurts getting more healthy, and now Maddox comes back into the second playoff game for the NFC Championship game, which I think is definitely going to help. Probably going to move Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back to safety, and what I really do like is that I don't want to kind of keep Reed Blankenship out of this game. I feel like they can use him for run support, or they could kind of maybe 3 safety sets or something. I don't know what they could do with him, but I hope they can at least use Reed Blankenship if they can, because he has played very well. I'm not going to say he's a stud, he's going to be the greatest player here or anything like that. Reed Blankenship has really come into his own ever since that Green Bay game. I mean, ever since, Chauncey got hurt, came right in, making plays, and he's had his ups and downs, more ups than downs, which is a good thing. He had 2 really bad coverages in that Giants game, and then he was fine the rest of the game. I think his tackling's A+. I think Reed Blankenship's got a hell of a future here if he keeps up with it. Obviously, more competition to the safety room. Marcus Epps leaving in free agency. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson hopefully extended. So there's a lot of upside for Reed Blankenship for the future of this team. And having Avante Maddox back at the nickel, and the good thing about even Avante Maddox does come back and he gets hurt again somehow, some way, because at this point I think he's made of glass. You have a backup plan, and that's to have Chauncey at nickel if you really need him there. And I feel like the Eagles are going to play their basic guys. The Eagles aren't going to move too much around, but I think the Eagles are going to start to, once they start moving McCaffrey around, once the 49ers start moving McCaffrey around, as a wide receiver, they start spreading him out and other things. I think the Eagles will start to maybe move Chauncey around a little bit, get the matchup that they want with Kittle or something like that. So there's a lot of good things to take out of it with Maddox coming back. It's huge. Now, really, the Eagles are 100% healthy when Maddox comes back, besides Derek Barnett, which we've never really needed him anyway. But that's pretty much what's going on now. So Avante Maddox coming back is definitely huge for this team. A.J. Brown needs a big game. Like, this is probably the game. I'm actually trying to see between Gibson, the cornerbacks, and Gibson. Lenore is the second cornerback that took over for the other starting corner that got hurt for the 49ers for the whole entire year. Lenore has played pretty good, but he's not fantastic. And I'd like to see who's going to be on who in this game. I don't know if Lenore is going to be on A.J. Brown in this game. It might be Gibson. Can play in the box, can play outside, can play inside. They can move him around because he's a very good cornerback. They were kind of pestering A.J. Brown at his press conference about, the Giants game and why did he sit out and why did he not look at Nick Sirianni's sideline? What did they talk about? I mean, they pestered him. All the questions were really about that one moment. And he doesn't care at this point. All he said was he literally tried to get away from the whole entire argument. He was like, I'm good now. Everything's fine. It was just a moment. It was just something that happened, blah, blah, blah. I'm ready to play Sunday. You know what I mean? He's very confident, and you throw him every ball, he's going to catch it. And, looking for him to have a pretty good game. You know what I mean? So I think with A.J. Brown, I think he's ready to go. The injury is no more. Apparently he's not injured. He said, I'm not injured. I don't know what the injury was. We don't know what happened. I don't think he even went into a blue tent in that Giants game, and then he sat out. And obviously I think because his statistics weren't as great, I think he wanted to stay out there. And as soon as Nick saw that he was a little, he had a little tiny injury, whatever it was that was so small, A.J. Brown was just really aggravated because, it's not being selfish. And I'm starting to understand why he did what he did. He just wanted to be on the field a lot longer. But Sirianni was like, we got more playoff games to play. We just whooped the Giants. We're up by double digits. You just got to sit out the rest of the game. And A.J. Brown didn't want to do that. So can't put too much into it. The media tried putting too much into this whole situation with A.J. Brown, what happened last game. It wasn't even about really going into this game with the 49ers. It was really all about that moment, and it was just a really annoying. That's just how the media is. That's what they're going to do at the end of the day. But A.J. Brown, got a feeling we're going to see a big game from him this Sunday, and very excited. Has never been to an NFC Championship game. He's been to an AFC Championship game, but I think he has been to an AFC Championship game, but obviously not at home. Or been to the playoffs. I don't know if it's been, I don't even remember if the Titans did. I know they were in the playoffs, but I don't know if it was AFC or it probably wasn't. It was probably a divisional round. Whatever. Don't listen to me. I can't think right now. So, other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, this team is ready to go. Guys, don't worry about MVP. Don't worry about, defensive player of the year, comeback player of the year. This team is working for something bigger than all those little participation awards. MVP is definitely great. Coach of the year is great, but the Eagles are one game away from being in a Super Bowl, and I think that's what's on their mind more than anything. I know the media was trying to gouge out and pull and stretch as much info from these guys as possible, but, that's just the way it goes, man. That's how they are. So this team is ready to go. The injuries are getting better. A.J. Brown's not injured. Avante Maddox is very hopeful, which if he says hopeful, that's a really good sign. We'll see the rest of the week. Lane Johnson, we didn't talk about him. He's fine. They're going to rest him for a few days. But he was a little sore coming out of the game, obviously. I think he was sore the whole entire game. But it didn't look like it even bothered him too much. Beginning of the game, he was slouching a little bit. Third quarter, he slouched a little bit, walked a little funny, but I think he was totally fine. So Lane has mentioned he would rather have this injury than those ankle injuries that he had, or an abdomen injury that was falsely claimed by the media that it was a pulled abdomen or whatever it was. It is the abductor groin muscle or whatever it is. So the other muscles around his groin are kind of trying to support him as he's, playing. So other than that, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys have a fantastic day. SHAKESQUAD Up, follows live. Peace out, guys. Peace.